Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. How you guys doing? It is December 20th. December 20th, we just traded the last full week of the year. The last full week of the year. Next week, gonna be a short week. Man, it has been a heck of a year. Wow. It's been interesting. It's been fun. We've created a lot of winning positions, added to them, and defended them with tight stops. It has been good. It's been good. Rob always used to say, every year there will be winners and there will be losers. Hopefully you are a winner. And if you're trying to get on that track to become a winner, go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out thestratsoldier.com. You can get the Strat starter kit. All right, it comes with 2 ebooks and a coffee cup, so you can be laughing with me on Saturdays. Hopefully, if you got your coffee cup, you better get it out. You better get your coffee cup out. Run over, put some coffee in it real quick. Put some coffee in that thing real quick. Let's see. Be ready. Always ready. Always ready, Freddie. Let me turn this thing just a little bit. There you go. That's a little better. All right. If you got me on the big screen and you don't know who I am, I am the Strat Soldier, and I help people increase their income by creating winning positions in the stock market. And I do that by teaching a trading system called the Strat, so you can learn how to trade without losing your real money, your life, or your time. All right. And you check out my execution course. Cedric took my execution course. He says the Strat Soldier's execution course explains everything to a T. A lot of questions I had about learning the Strat were explained in the execution course. The execution course just goes over actionable signals, okay? You got 2 more courses after that. You got the time frame continuity course and unlocking broadening formations. Some people only need help with certain parts of the Strat, but remember, you need all 3 universal truths to trade the Strat effectively, all right? A lot of people out here teaching things, learning the Strat on the street is dangerous. That's all I'm gonna say, all right? It's dangerous. I just got done doing an awesome coaching session. Terry Baker in the house. Did a great coaching session there. And so if you are a Strat warrior, go check out that recording. If you want to be a Strat warrior, get in the YouTube. All right, go to the membership section. You got 2. You got the Weekend Shift crew and the Strat Warriors. Strat Warriors gets you those coaching sessions. All right, Justin Davis was there too. Let's see who's in the chat. Terry Baker's in the house. Back up, Terry. Back up in the calls or the puts. I don't know. It was weird. It was mostly downside, and then we went 2 to reversal back up on the day yesterday, which was we'll look at the charts here in a minute. It wasn't fantastic. All right, OPEX. All right, options expiration. Brent is in the house. Brent, go check out. Go Brent. Go to your Twitter right now and then go to the DMs. Okay, you won, Brent. You won the TrendSpider giveaway. You won the TrendSpider giveaway. You have to get a hold of TrendSpider today. Brent says, I'm driving home from the Ozarks in Missouri from Cedar Rapids. Of all the days, Brent. Of all the days you're not at home, come on, man. Come on. I was wondering why. It was like, why isn't Brent jumping on this? He's always on he's always out here. Where is Brent at? So Brent, get in your Twitter, get in your DMs, all right? I sent you some more information. Beach Bum is in the house. Beach Bum is in the house. Love it. Yeah, Brent, get in your DMs. You won. They're waiting on information from you. All right, let's go see if there's anything funny that happened out there on Twitter land real quick. I got a few minutes on my intro. Let me see. Brent, I'm never at home. That's okay because you can use TrendSpider Mobile, and it is just as effective and has all the same tools as if you were on your desktop. So Yeah, you did it. You won. You won. What's that? What's that from Willy Wonka? You won. You did it. You did it. Yeah. What's up? Zay is in the house. Zay is in the house. Let's go see if there's anything funny that happened in Twitter land this week. All right, real quick, I got just a few minutes on my intro, looking for funny stuff that happened in the week this week. Yeah, people talking about beyond the meats, more like beyond the profits. All right, this thing, number one, it's a penny stock right now. Number two, it's down to $1.19. Ugh. If you were trading stocks during 2020, you know, the COVID times, Beyond the Meat was crazy. All right, it was nice, but yeah, people don't like fake meat. People don't like fake meat. They just don't. All right, tons of comments on that one. Go check out my video, Why Time Frame Continuity Matters. That was a fun video, short video. All right, short one. Shout out to Samuel Adams. Someone says that, you know, that Beyond the Meat stuff's it's pretty good. It's just too expensive. I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. Yuck. Yuck. Come on, people talking about Nike. Where is it at? Bad brand. Yeah. Let's see here. People still talking about this meat. Yeah. Nike. People talking about Nike. And the only reason I'm even thinking about Nike is because JJ has also been talking about Nike all year. JJ's been saying this could be it. This could be the time to get in on Nike. All right. Nike's, you know, too big to fail, not going away. People like to say things like that, and people were talking about Nike all day Friday. Is Nike a generational buy opportunity? And of course, I said, not unless they start putting semiconductors in the shoes. People went crazy. All right, they went nuts. Yeah, Nike. Is it the? I don't know what's happening over there. You got tariffs. Okay. China sales and tariffs definitely impacting Nike, but Nike's been doing this all year. All right, it's been going down, and in this chart, it's been going down since 2022. Ugh. All right, Nike not doing great. As they said, that's hilarious, boy. It could. Now, I did talk about Nike going 2 up on the month. I did talk about that last weekend shift. All right, I talked about that also in the podcast with JJ. But then it went right back to the lows. Thank you. This is my year. That's awesome. You're welcome, Brent. You're welcome, Brent. Free TrendSpider for a whole year. And then once you get TrendSpider going and activated and working, let me know. I'll send you the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner, 2 up on the week with VWAP, and then also Hammer Time Scanner. All right, awesome. Fantastic, man. I'm telling you. I know you're driving. Don't get in a wreck trying to get that going. Boom. TrendSpider said boom. Here's that giveaway I was talking about. All right. That's the giveaway I was talking about. And Brent won. Look at that. People are just dying about this comment on Nike. Boy, I tell you what. They're dying. They are dying. Let's see if there's any more funny stuff. What's up, Richard Judge? CJ in the house. All right, CJ's talking about Oracle. People talking about Oracle. This could be, you know, this is the monthly. These have to be daily charts for Oracle. It has to be, because this is what Oracle's doing on the month to the lows. All right, and they ain't making no money with this AI stuff. They're not. They ain't. All right, making no money with the AI. Now, I'm not saying this is dead. I'm not saying AI bubble. I'm saying let's wait. Let's wait to get in on this. But once it starts reversing back to the highs, we're going to jump on it. All right, jump on it. All right, we will. All right. I know Zay's out here watching, and I know Zay's like, you know, it's got this and they got that. Zay's technical. He's like fundamental trader. He wants to get in there, and he's talking about fundamentals and things like that. You know. But right now, right now, Oracle not doing great. PSLV for the year, Brent says. Okay. Grand Rising, what's up, Dub Jones in the house? All right, Black Stratter out here. He's been posting. He posts MU gap up. He's been posting these really good. His chart analyzing charts. You know what I mean? What happened through price action? What happened based on the strat? Things like that. Mr. Failed to, thank you so much. Shout out watching the daily videos from the Weekend Shift crew out in some amazing place. I don't know where this place is at, but I want to be there. I want to go there. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Well, I guess I was out there in spirit, you know, but so awesome. Thank you so much for posting that. That was really cool. I love that. Looking for some more funny stuff before we get into what happened last week. Limit down numbers, please, from CJ. CJ, it's an inside joke. He would post limit down, limit up numbers. I tell you what, this guy, oh man, if they're trying to teach us how, CJ says, if they're trying to teach us how to do this, this time probably, you know what I mean? If they're trying, if the general public, you know, if these news people are trying to teach us how to trade cash secured puts, it could be bad. He's like, CJ's like, it could be bad. All right, that's why I was asking for the limit down numbers. Shout out to Crinklebine, really cool dude. He's been there. He's been in the strat for a long time. That little strat indicator that a lot of people like to use in TradingView right here in the corner. He's the one that created that. So make sure you give him a shout out. Give him a shout out. K-Love, the interview we did together, it's doing great things. All right, it's doing great things. People out here creating winning positions, adding to them and defending them with tight stops. All right, Mike Options out here having fun. Let's see. Zay is in the house. We're talking about the platform going down. All right, I didn't know what Top Step was acting funny. I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, what does that mean? I didn't get to watch your show this week, Zay. Sorry about that. I like to watch you guys' show. Let's see. Shout out to Alan. He's always posting me. He always, showing me some good stuff. Showing me some stuff in Microsoft and NVIDIA. Shout out to Tebow. He's doing good things. All right. He's talking about these stop losses. All right. Swear I don't like stop losses, but it's a part of the game that'll save your account. That is right. And I was telling him, once you learn how to use your stops to get stopped out with profit, ooh, man, it changes the game. I'm telling you. Your whole mentality of getting stopped out will change. Shout out to Chuck. I think that's it for the week. I think we're back at the beginning of the week. Yep. Tesla. He was like, what's this mean? All right, 2 up on the month, Tesla. He's like, what does this mean? All right. Number one, the easiest way to say it's bullish. All right. But what I did tell him was this month's trading higher than last month, which means the buyers are actually in there. The institutional buyers are actually moving this higher this month than last month. All right. And that's the kind of stuff we want to be in on. Okay. That's the kind of stuff we want to be in on. We're on a holiday break. Okay. You did say that last time. Okay. You said you were taking a break. All right. He says, might do a show the week of the last week for the 25th. Then we'll be back on the 26th. All right. Very good. Brent says cake for moves. Okay. Oracle. I like, Zay says, I like Oracle below 200. Okay. All right. 200. It's getting there. All right. That's my intro. Let's get into what had happened last week. All right. What had happened? Let's do it. All right, we in the tank, y'all. We are in the tank. And what had happened was SPY, 2 up on the month still, but coming down, all right? Coming down hard, all right? Now, when I trade the strat, just like this with all 4 time frames up, all right? This shows me what? Say it out loud, kids. Say it out loud. This shows me
time frame continuity.
That's right, time frame continuity. It's like the weather. It's always there, all right? Let me blow this up so it's easier to see. 2 up on the month, but it's coming down. All right, coming down. If this was Momo Hammer, 2 up on the month in force, it would be at 686.18. It's not anymore. All right, it's coming down just a little bit. Probably some profit taking. People, taking their profits before the end of the year. What do they call it? Tax harvesting. I've heard that term. Going to the weekly chart. And now what we want to do is see what the week is doing to reconfirm what we're seeing on the month. 2-2 reversal back down on the week. All right, it took out this guy, which wasn't a lot of magnitude at all. We wanted to see if it got all the way back down to 661.72. It did not. All right, so it started coming back up. This shows that there was some buying on the smaller time frame. All right, the smaller time frame is the daily. Now, while the week has started, I want to make sure the day is reconfirming what we're seeing on the week. Selling. All right, to the lows. How low can you go? All right, and then finally 2-2 reversal back up. This was that was Friday. OPEX. This was kind of lackluster as well. Opened up inside day, went 2 up, and it came right back down. All right, but the Strat still would have saved you here. All right, still would have saved you. Let's do this. All right, because you would have saw this thing go 2 up. It did gap up and went 2-2 reversal back up on the 60-minute right here. Actually, it was a gap up and it continued here. But then that very next hour to the lows. All right. Once this 60 went red to the lows, you knew for a fact it was not matching green on the day, and it was also bringing down the day and making it red. All right. So that would have let you know, based on time frame continuity, this is not going to the highs. All right. And you don't need an indicator to tell you that. All right, I know I got my money flow here, but you don't need an indicator to tell you, all right, this move is not going back up. That's how you use time frame continuity. All right, the 60, the daily, and the weekly all reconfirming each other that the sellers are in control. Now, yesterday, Friday, did go 2 up, opened up inside on the day, and then went 2 up, and let's see here, and then went up the first hour, and then kind of just did nothing. All right, kind of just stalled out the rest of the day. A lot of people don't like trading Fridays. That's fine. That is fine. If you don't like trading Fridays, that's cool. If you see something on the daily that could create something on the week for next week, and you trade stocks or you trade options, the higher probability, you can do that. All right, you can do that. But Friday, not a lot going on. Same thing. Dow Jones, same inside. Dow Jones 2 up on the month, coming back down. Inside on the week. We now have an actionable signal for next week, which is the inside on the week. But here's your days. All right, continuing to the lows. The money flow index is just a tool. All right, we're not really looking for buys or sells with this thing. All right, this measures price and time at the same time. Price and volume at the same time. And I know you guys like to look. As much as I say I am the indicator hater, and you don't need indicators with the Strat, you guys put them on there anyway. So I might as well show you guys how to use it right. I was talking about on the coaching, the coaching session I just did. I was talking about I got my soldiers running around and they keep picking up these weapons. The ones that they like, stop picking up those weapons. Those are stupid. Stop picking them up. And I show you guys how they're dumb. And then you run around and you see them on the battlefield. You pick them up anyway. So come here. Let me show you how to use this thing. I might as well show you how. If you're gonna keep grabbing this thing, I'm gonna show you how to use it anyway. You want your indicator and the price to be doing the same thing, reconfirming each other. All right, and that's what's happening here. The money flow and then the price doing the same thing. All right, reconfirming each other. You don't necessarily need that though. You just got to look at what's happening on the week. All right, selling on it's inside on the week in red. All right, so that's what you're looking for. You should be looking for some more downside. Anyway, Dow Jones not doing a lot. QQQ did go 3-2 down. We wanted to get all the way down to 595.70. It did not. All right, So once this action starts happening, if you're shorting anything, you start seeing this shadow start forming, starts going back up, you need to be looking at your daily and your 60s. You need to be looking at the daily. You need to be looking at the 60s. What's happening? What is going on? All right, 212 continuation back up, and it didn't do much, just like SPY and Dow Jones, but this was a lot better, a lot bigger move. All right, that means they're getting back into tech. 212 back up on the week. 212 back up on the day. It did not hit magnitude at 618.33, but you can still be in that. Because now we have a hammer for next week. All right, we have a hammer for next week, short week. But if it goes 618.43, the magnitude is 629.17. All right, at least we know what to be looking for. All right, RSP, S&P 500 equal weighted, inside on the week, top on the month, inside on the week, trading sideways on the dailies. And then IWV, Russell 3000, all right, 98% of the stocks are in Russell 3000, all right. Same thing as SPY, all right. It's doing the same thing. I don't know how long I'm going to be watching Russell 3000. I just thought it was interesting because it's basically, again, almost all the stocks in the U.S., all right, 98% of the stocks. Seems like you want to be watching what they're doing as well, but, you know, that's what RSP is also doing, you know, so that's showing the same thing. Volatility not going up. You can see VXX not going up. UVXY volatility not going up. All right, not going up. XLU utilities. Let's go to the dash. No, not the dashboard. Let's go to multi-view real quick. Transported to multi-view. All right, multi-view. All right, so and multi-view here in TrendSpider. What's going on with it? Tech trying to come back up on the week. All right, we do have a hammer for XLK for tech. Some people will call this a spinning top, but in the Strat, that's a hammer. All right, we'll see what they want to do there. XLU utilities, they're getting out of this, all right, which is really interesting because this is defensive stock, all right. This is defensive sector, all right, and they're getting out of that. XLE, it was a good run up. It hit magnitude, that was great, but then 212 back down on the week. They took their profits quick, all right. They said, give me my money. Biotechs moving back up. We could have some more to the highs there. This was slow. I've been talking about this, but this has been slow. I know it looks like an awesome, dramatic looking move, but it was slow, all right, and really stubby and choppy, all right. We don't like these stubby, like these are a little better. We like these candles, but we don't like these stubby little candles. So that's why I was really hesitating on talking about that at all. Healthcare, 2 reversal back up, does not hit magnitude and no actionable signal for next week, but healthcare doing okay. UNH not, but we'll look at that in a minute. XRT retail inside on the week. Is Santa Claus coming to town? Is Santa Claus coming to town? Inside on the week, we have an actionable signal. Are we going to keep that trend going? Come on now. Come on, Santa Claus. Shaking my head. Semiconductors with a hammer on the week. Possible 2-2 reversal back up. We want to see if we get above. Looks like 375. It looks like 375. We'll look at that on a different chart. So we got some sectors with some actionable signals here. XLP, consumer staples, looks like it's going back to the lows. All right, we had Thanksgiving to help it a little bit. You know, we had some good things and people eating and buying stuff, and possible 2-2 down. So we're going to be looking at tech. We're going to be looking at tech and retail. Tech, retail, semiconductors. Tech, retail, semiconductors. All right. I got 2 minutes. And the chat is rolling. Hold on. 2 minutes, chat is rolling. Let's see what we got. Everyone wants to know if Santa Claus is going to come to town this week. Yeah. Santa rally, question mark. Really, come on now. Come on, the bees in the house. What's going on? What did I miss? You missed everything, Marlon B. You missed everything. Hopefully you're at home with your Strat Soldier coffee mug, full of delicious coffee or hot chocolate, whatever you like. I don't care. The best thing about the Strat Soldier coffee mug is you don't have to tell people what's in it. That's it. I mean, do what you want to do with that information. You don't have to tell people what's in the coffee mug. You missed all kind of stuff. All right. Happy holidays. We're going to be looking at tech, XRT, and semiconductors for actionable signals for next week. End of the week. Don't be a hero. Honestly, I think you should be trying to close up your positions. You could probably start some small ones for the next year. And I'll be doing a macro vid on, yearly actionable signals. That's it for my intro. That's it for what had happened for this segment. Getting my Starbucks now. Okay. I thought you said getting in the Starbucks. He's getting some Starbucks. All right. That's going to do it for what had happened last week. Let's look for these actionable signals. Let's do it. All right, we about to do battle. Put that helmet on. You're gonna mess around, bang your head. You're gonna bang your head, and you're gonna come back to me moping and crying. No. Don't come crying to me. I told you not to pick that weapon up. I told you not to put that MACD on. You did it anyway. Okay, so we said let's look at what happened last week. We had some winners, we had some losers. You could see mostly red. Most of the stocks that we had last week went red, but you got some green here. So we're going to quickly go down what happened last week. Look for those actionable signals for next week. Well, let's see if we have any leftovers. Apple didn't do much. We thought this was going to the highs. It went to the lows. He's having a good time. I love it. Take it off the chart. No actionable signal. We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. APA, 212 down. All right. Awesome.
Fatality.
Awesome. 212 down. APA did its job. All right. Energies. Devon. 2-2 reversal back down. Hit magnitude and then hit some more. All right. Very good. All right. That was a win. Also energies. Fang. 2-2 reversal back down. Took out this guy. That's awesome. Didn't go all the way down here, but you can still be in that. Look at this month. All right. You could still be in that for next week. All right. FTI, scenario 3 on the week, also known as outside week to the downside. You could have been in that. All right. Also energies. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Halliburton went 2-2 down, did not hit the magnitude. All right. Did not hit magnitude. You can still be in that, but be careful. HP, 2-2 reversal back down. Hit magnitude. All right. Also energies. Are you seeing the pattern? MPC. All right. Momo shooter to the lows. Took out this guy. Took out some more. All right. Now 3-2 down on the month. Look at your days. All right. These are energy stocks. Last week I talked about trading a simultaneous break. A simultaneous break is looking for all the stocks in one sector and then trading them all in that same direction. All right. AMD for this week. We'll look at it. All right. Are you getting what I'm saying about these simultaneous breaks? That's the kind of stuff we want to trade. All right. We want to trade not just one stock and, by itself. All right. I always use Roblox, but nothing wrong with Roblox. But, Roblox or a Tesla or, a T-Doc, something that's not really in a sector and you're trading it all by itself, hoping that it's going to do what the news says it's going to do. Go to the sectors. Look for those actionable signals. Okie dokie. Back to the lows. Did its job. Also energies. I'd rather have 5 winning positions all doing the same thing than just one hoping it goes, where it needs to go. MU Micron had earnings, scenario 3 on the week. It went to the lows, went to the highs. chopping them up, but overall, it was good. It was good. If you waited till Friday to really get in on this, you can still be in that. All right, all-time highs. Micron, that was good. All right, had earnings. DGX scenario 3 on the week to the lows. All right, we were looking for that to really go up. So is that a win? Not really. Not really. Skip it. All right, CDW shooter in force. This was slow. But red on the month. Shooter in force, taking out these targets. Look at your daily. Look at the money flow for, I know you guys like that reconfirmation, even though I got time frame continuity. I've shown you time frame continuity, but you want that confirmation. Look at this thing. Reconfirming. They said, take my money out of this thing. I want to get out. All right. Palantir, all right. Just want to show you this, all right. Chewy, dog food. Didn't really do much. Shooter in force on the week. Didn't do much. All right. Is pointing to the downside. You could still be in that. No actionable signal for next week. Cisco. We're looking for leftovers. Cisco. I'm not calling that a hammer. That's more like a little doji piece of crap thing. It did go down, hit magnitude, so that's a win, but then came back up. All right. So hopefully you took your profits quick. All right. Looking for leftovers. Microchip did go in force. People taking profits here. Really didn't get killed. All right. And this is another benefit of having all 4 time frames up. All right. If you're looking at just daily chart all by itself, you're like, oh man, this is it. This is it. It's going to go all the way down here. You got those people that draw a line all the way down to the lows. It's getting wrecked. It's time. Even if you go down to, people like to trade these super small time frames, they're like, oh man, I only do stuff on the 15-minute. All right, well, this looks pretty dramatic, or it really does, and then does nothing the rest of the day. But this looks really dramatic. You're like, oh no, the world is ending. All right, but if you have all 4 time frames up, looking at time frame continuity, you can see this is just profit taking. All right, this thing is not really getting wrecked. 2 up on the month. All right. This is not really getting killed. All right. No actionable signal for next week. MPC, that was Microchip. Texas Instruments, I didn't really categorize this at all. I guess I did make it go red, but it didn't really do much either. It went 2 down and it was green. All right. Here's your 60s. Here's your days. Not doing a lot. If it goes 2 down on the week, all right, but it's green, leave it alone. All right, leave it alone, because it's not doing what you want it to do. Yes, it's down, but it keeps trying to move back up. You don't want to short stuff as it's moving back up. NVIDIA, hammer on the week. All right, I said we're looking for leftovers. Hammer on the week for next week. It did go 2 down, took out some targets. That's good. Hit magnitude. People made some money. That's good. Now we have a hammer for next week. This could be a way in. I read an article said that NVIDIA, they're going to let China buy NVIDIA semiconductors. All right. And that should have been big news. That should have been huge news. It wasn't. It was not. All right. Then I read another article. Turns out China has already made whatever this machine is. All right. And Dave, put it in the chat. And we could probably go to the news here on Benzinga right here on TrendSpider and figure it out. But there's this machine that makes the chips. Well, we had them on lock. You know what I mean? You ain't getting these chips, dog. You ain't getting none of these, And then China was like, you know what? We're going to make a machine that does it. All right? That's what we're going to do. And they did that. So when NVIDIA and, the U.S. said, okay, China, you can buy NVIDIA chips, China was like, hey, who cares? We're gonna make them anyway. So not going, this is not either. I'm not saying this is bad for NVIDIA. I'm just saying the market didn't care. The market was like, so what? That's the truth. That's the truth. So possible 2-2 reversal back up. This could be a good way to start a winning position for next week. It may, because maybe it could get all the way back up to 212 again. All right. And looking at the quarterly charts for next year, looking like downside, honestly. Yearly, it's already up a high on the year. So we could probably open up inside year next year and chop around. I'm not saying Nvidia is done. I'm saying we need to be careful with that. All right. So if you got in way down here, you could still be in that. You could still be in that. I'm not talking about doom and gloom. No, we want to leave this on the chart. All right, leaving it. Coca-Cola shooter on the week for next week. It didn't really do much at all. So below $69.98. Let's see if it gets down to $68.86. I know that's not a lot, but for people that are just getting into options trading, that could be good. Lilly to the highs, hammer in force on the week. All right, it's doing it. It was just a few dollars shy of hitting magnitude. Can you still be in that? Yes, you can still be in that. All right, no actionable signal for next week. We're gonna leave it. We're taking it off. I'm sorry, taking it off. Monster energy drink. I know you're slamming them monsters at your desk right now. If you're working on a Saturday, you're drinking 2 of them things. All right, 2-2 reversal back up on the week. It hit magnitude. It did what we said it was gonna do. Bingo! It did it. All right, it did it. No actionable signal for next week. Monster all-time highs. DG, Dollar General, doing great. Momo Hammer went in force. This is not all-time highs. All right, it used to be somebody. Bingo! All right, it used to be somebody. You can still be in that. All right. AbbVie, 2-2 back up, didn't do much. No actionable signal. Take it off. ABT, Abbott Labs. I told you, Abbott. Abbott does this every time. It did go 2-2 back up, did not hit magnitude, but you still could have made money on that if you took your profits before this happened. Every time I put an AbbVie on here, Abbott. Every time I put Abbott on here, it makes everybody look stupid. Is Merck doing the work? Not a whole bunch, but it did go in force. Can you still be in that? Yes. You can still be in that, all right? It just didn't do a whole bunch. All right, we're looking at Merck for next year. Quarterly charts, great on the quarter. Next year, what are we looking at? Yearly chart, all right? We're looking at this. Are we going to get the 322 back up at 105.99? We'll see where it closes, all right? But that could be good for next year. Merck, all right? Is Merck doing the work? No actionable signal for next week. ACAM, wrong one. ACAM, 212 back up, hit magnitude. You can still be in that, all right. PCG, 2 reversal back up, just shy of hitting magnitude. You can still be in that, but you do have a shooter on the day, so watch out on that. Philip Morris in the time, all right. 212 back up, hits magnitude. You could still be in that. And Duke Energy to the lows. All right, red on the month. Tried to go 2-2 back up. Now shooter on the week. We got some leftovers for tomorrow, for next week, below 115.40. Let's see if we can get it back down to 114. I know that's not a lot right here, but it is trending down. All right, this is interesting. Duke Energy. It's a utility. You saw they were getting out of utilities. You saw that, all right? So we're going to leave it on the chart for next week. Waste management, you got to take out the trash, but there is a shooter on the week for next week below 214.91. The magnitude's 207. 207, that could be good. That could be good. Profit taken right there, all right? You got to take out the trash. Looking at waste management on the yearly chart, come on now. You got to take out that trash. So they're just taking profits here, okay? That's profit taken. Quarterly chart, all right? Got a hammer for the quarter, next quarter, all right? Above 221.02, all right? This needs to close first, all right? So we can't call that a hammer. It needs to close. But it could be good, all right? It could be good. You have to take out the trash. Waste management. And it don't need no daggone AI. It does not need AI. It just needs some trash. So we have some leftovers for next week. That's good. That's good. And we said we were going to look at tech and retail. So let's go to tech. Let's see. Some people put some stuff in the chat already. Someone said AMD. AMD. Is she acting messy this week? What we doing? We got a hammer on AMD. All right. It's Christmas time. She's trying to make sure she gets some Christmas presents. you know, she was acting a little wild back here. She wanted to go to the mall, and you said no. You know what I mean? It's about to be Christmas time, honey. We ain't going to the mall. All right, come on now. Are we Christmas shopping for someone else? No, you wanna go out. And you said no. And she threw a fit. She's stomping around the house, but then she was like, my bad. She wanted to get something for Christmas. She was like, my bad. I was being a little much. All right. Possible 2-2 reversal back up at 215.36. All right. I don't see any levels of reclaim here, but it could go back up. That could be a good way to start a winning position in AMD. Let's see that thing go back up. Come on, man. Come on. We were already looking at hammer on semiconductors, so this already fits the theme of what we're looking for. So go ahead and put that on the weekly chart. Someone said Palantir, PLTR, Palantir Tech. No actionable signal for next week, but yeah, it's been moving. All right, if you got in at 168.55, it's moving, trying to get through this level of reclaim here. Let's see if we can talk to 208. If you're in that, you could still be in that. All right, that's okay. A-okay. Let's get rid of this thing. Apparently ANSS is no longer alive. Remove that from the list. Remove. There's a couple. Juniper's gone. What? Oh, end of an era. Juniper. All right, so tech, let's do this. All right, I'm not sure if we're gonna go manually through all of these, but definitely want to start that way to get your eye used to seeing that kind of stuff. We got 15 minutes left. If you have questions about the chat, put questions in the chat. All right, now's the time for that. If you have any more tickers you guys want to look at, put them in the chat. All right, now's the time. Now's the time. And the rule is always, if you use one of them super chats, I stop what I'm talking about and talk about what you want to talk about. All right. All right. Use one of them super chats. I stop what I'm talking about. Talk about what you want to talk about. There you go. There you go. All right. That little dollar sign there. It's like a tip jar. Anyway. So we're looking for hammer on the week. All right, hammer on the week. All you need is a list of stocks. All right, I can give this to you if you want it. All right, you can also Google what stocks are in XLK ETF. All right, you can Google that. Adobe hammer. Adobe trying to get its act together. Adobe trying to get its act together. All right, they're like, it's been going down big time. All right, but 2 up on the month now. That's good. All right, 2 up on the month. That's new. All right, right at 344.25, and it used to be all the way up to 636. All right, so Adobe inside on the week and a hammer. Definitely putting that on the list. ADI, no, skip it. All right, we're focusing on this weekly chart. Is it a hammer? No, skip it. All you need is a down button. I know we put a lot of emphasis on using scanners, and scanners so easy. But if you look at these charts and go down to manually, you learn so much more. Hammer on Autodesk at 301.55. The magnitude is 310.10. All right, definitely putting that on the list. All right. ACAM, already talked about it. Momo hammer. Above $89.93. Hey, we'll put it on there. we'll put it on there, and but you're gonna need a reversal on the daily to get in on that. Okay. AMAT, hammer. Let's see if that goes above 266.69. NVIDIA. He said NVIDIA. I thought we talked about, yeah, we already talked about NVIDIA. We'll do it again. NVIDIA was, NVIDIA is a leftover from last week, all right? And we got a hammer on the week for next week, NVIDIA, all right? We'll go down some more semiconductors in a minute. This is also in the tech stock, so in the tech sector. So that's good, that's good. All right, that's what we're looking for on NVIDIA. We already talked about AMD, ANET. Notice not everything has a hammer, all right? Not everything has a hammer. CRM has a hammer. We got some old stuff on the charts. CRM, 2 up on the month. 2 up on the month. I know we only have like half, a few days left in the year and on the month, but we want to keep in the habit of putting that stuff 2 up on the month list. Okay, keep in the habit of doing that. 262.28. All right, let's see if we can get above that. And it's a little messy on the week, but we can get the 267, and then let's see if we can get the top of this level of reclaim right here at 273. All right, so CRM, Cisco. What's Cisco doing? Not a hammer. No, I think we already talked about that in this doji thing. All right. DEC doing fantastic. That hammer went in force at $12.91. Yes, you could be making money on that small account trader. All right, just buy the dang shares. Buy the ding dang shares. All right, we got PHE hammer and inside week above $24.61. The magnitude is $25.44. Is this all-time highs? Yes, it is. If you want it, cool. If not, it's okay. All right. HQ. If you got tickers you want to look at, put them in there. If you got questions about the strat, put them in there. INTC, INTU. This is about how fast it should take. All right. If you want to do it slower, that's fine. Clickety clack. Clickety clack. All right, let's see if that goes in force above. Well, that's $1,261. I'm going to skip it, but clickety clack doing its thing. That all started on the month back here at $730.65. All right, so just buying one share would have got you some big time money. LDOS. I'm going to skip it. This is about how, like I said, this is about how fast MasterCard hammer on the week above 573.69. This is about as fast as it should be. All right. Yes, we do have scanners, but you don't need, to use them all the time, and you don't have to. It shouldn't take 40 minutes for you guys to figure out what your actionable signals are for next week. It really doesn't. You don't have to read all the news. You don't have to look at hundreds of indicators, and you don't have to, you don't. Especially with the strat, you just don't. That's why I was saying the strat saves you time. All right. Oracle. I definitely wanted to talk about Oracle. Oracle not making no money on this AI stuff. None. They ain't making no money on this, to the lows. All right, but it does have a hammer, all right? I'm not saying Oracle is dead. I'm saying we want to get in after in the aftermath, all right? After the dust settles, after they say, okay, all right, we're going to make some money. This is okay. Everything's going to be okay. All right, this is the shock of, you didn't make no money. What? You didn't make no money? Wait, you mean the AI that I'm using to make cat videos and the AI that I'm using to get through reports for school, it ain't making no money? What? These data centers ain't making no money? What? That's the shock of this. All right, and then this is the investors going, all right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I know that was hard, but it'll be fine. So we might want to create a winning position here. Okay, we could. It could be small, and we can move all the way back up here. Okay, or we could. I'm not saying it is. But we could. That's the kind of stuff we're going to be looking for, okay? So Oracle, hammer on the week. PayX, nothing. PayPal, nothing. They're starting to bank. Full time frame kind of to the downside. The market says, who cares? They're starting to bank. QCOM, nothing. Corvo, nothing. And then we're going to use the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner on the other stuff. STX, I don't know what they do, but daggone it. Seagate is making money. All right, you could have got in here at $91. All right, just bought a few shares and kept adding to it. We should have been talking about Seagate this entire year. I don't know what, or at least a half of the year. I don't know what we've been doing. we'll look at it. We'll look at, we've been looking at other stuff. That's what it is. VeriSign was great for me, and it never, after it hit magnitude, never came back. All right. CDW also fantastic. You could have got in here at $44.89 and be up at 181. All right. I'm really just pointing this out for the small account traders. You don't need to be buying hundreds of shares or a bunch of options to try and make money. All right. Just buy a few shares as it's moving up. Follow the trend. Xerox to the lows. I don't even know how that's still a company. It's $2. In Western Union. Inside on the week for next week. Not a hammer. It is 2 up on the month. I don't know. It's an inside week. We'll do it. We'll put it on there. All right. You guys are getting quiet. You guys are getting quiet. I understand. We got Christmas coming. You guys are wrapping presents still. You guys are getting ready to hang out and chill. We got this Christmas next week. All right. You guys, I'm sure you guys are like, hey man, I'm here for the weekend shift, but I'm on the road. I'm trying to get these gifts. Let's see here. What was the other actionable signals we were looking for? We were looking for, was it tech? No, that was tech. Retail inside on the week. So let's go to the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. And then shout out again to Brent, who won a whole year of TrendSpider for free. And I'll be sending him all this stuff. And we're going to change this to I'll be sending him the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner, the Hammer Time Scanner, and the 2 up on the week with VWAP Scanner. So let's go to retail. We're scanning for inside weeks on retail. There's a lot. That is a lot. All right. So that's how you go down those stocks manually. All right. That's how you go down the stocks manually in the ETF, and then that's how you use that Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner in TrendSpider. Okay. Inside on the week, 2 up on the month. ABG, I'm not liking that one. Skipping it. KC, inside on the week. Trend is up on the month. Let's see if they want to keep going with that one. We'll put that on the list. We'll watch that one. Carvana, all-time highs. Been amazing. Wow. All right, Carvana. It's been great since May. All right, at 225, now trading at 450. All right, inside on the week. This could be some profit taking. Flowers. It's below $5. It's a penny stock. DBI. Nice move on the month. Inside on the week could be some profit taking. All right. I know we want to look for some upside stuff. Guess jeans. Guess what? It's doing nothing. All right, it's doing nothing. Kroger. Yuck. Lad. Inside on the week, 2 up on the month. Let's see if they want to keep buying this. All right. The trigger is, the entry would be 250.24, and the magnitude is 261.21. That's when it goes 2 up on the week. Macy's still rocking. Wow. Macy's got their act together. Shout out to JJ who brought this one up. It's been since $12.62, now trading 23. Come on. Macy's inside on the week. Do they want to keep buying this? Macy's has got their act together. Wow. And yeah, it used to be somebody. All right. Let's see if we can get back up to $225. Let's see if we can get back up to $38. Netflix. We used to see Guess jeans and their weight. We used to see Guess jeans and guess their weight. That's hilarious. Let's see here. Macy's working it. Macy's working. Fantastic. Wow. What's Macy's doing on the year? All right. Possible 3-2 back up on the year for next year. Macy's. Someone said Netflix. We'll come back to this. Netflix, NFLX. Netflix, after they're still trying to buy Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has said we're not going to accept the Paramount hostile takeover. So Netflix is gonna be buying Warner Brothers, which is great. I don't know. I say great, but it keeps the company going. It keeps all the movies and things like that going. So we'll see what they want to do. Netflix. It's been going down since the stock split. The magnitude here is $82. We got an inside week. Doesn't want to keep going down. All right. So we definitely want to see what this does next year. All right. I'm sure this is not going to go down forever. All right. So we'll be looking for a way to get in that back to the upside. PAG inside on the week, 2 up on the month, messy on the month, but trending on the week. We'll see if they want to keep buying this. Retail, SFIX, Stitch Fix, getting their act back together, 2 up on the month, inside on the week. We'll see. SFM, nothing. Sprouts. Inside on the week, Ulta Beauty, 2 up on the month. Ulta, let's see if they can get that thing above 606.42. Is it at all-time highs? Yes, it is. All right. So if you want that, cool. If you don't, I'm okay with that. All-time highs. Procter & Gamble, give me PG. PG's been messing up. It has been messing up. What is happening, Procter & Gamble? Golly, snake eyes. That's what that looks like. Procter & Gamble, come on, Procter & Gamble, come on, throw it. Snake eyes, dang. That's what that looks like. And a shooter on the week. Ugh. So trying to get that more downside below 143.21. The magnitude is 138.43. Goodness. That's the timer. That's telling me we should be done. But we were looking for semiconductors. Let's go down semiconductors real quick. And was it a hammer? Yep, it was semiconductors and a hammer. So let's go down semiconductors real quick, really quick like. All right, let's do it. Oh man, that's a lot. That's too much. That's too much. So it looks like everything wants to go to the upside in semiconductors. All right, we're looking for hammers. We're looking for hammers. We already talked about AMD, ASOL. I don't like it. Atom. We're looking for the good stuff. All right. Look for the good pitches. Look for the good pitches. This is not 2 up on the month. We'll see. It is at the highs. This could be a reversal back up. Above 151.53, the magnitude's 181.61. CRDO semiconductor. We're looking for the good stuff. 2 up on the month and hammer on the week. Form semiconductor. All right, we're going to quickly get through this. We're not looking at every hammer. We're looking at time frame continuity. We're looking at the trend. We're looking at the price. Let's see here. Inside on the month. It's the last week of the month. I'm not trading anything still inside. I already talked about NVIDIA. And having said that, this is inside on the month. All right, so if you don't want to touch that, that's fine. Well, no. What is that? Inside on the month, yes, it's inside on the month. ON hammer trend is up. Let's see if that thing goes above $55.43. The magnitude's 56.84. Nope. Sky, nope. Supercom, nope. TSM trend is up. Hammer. Let's see if they get that above 295.77. The magnitude is 313. UCTT, never heard of this one. Ultra Clean Holdings, wow. Wolf of Wall Street, yuck. All right, so that's all that out of that. So here's your weekly watch list for this week. All right, we got some. Let's take all these off. Remove the flags. If you follow me, if you are one of the Weekend Shift crew or Strat Warriors, I do videos every day. All right, every day. And I go through these and I tag them green or red so we know, so we have a good reminder of what we're looking for. All right, the continuation of. We don't necessarily, we're in the strat, we want to look for reconfirmation of what we're seeing on the higher time frames. We're not looking for domino effect. We're not looking for that contrarian stuff. All right, we're not. All right, so here is your weekly watch list. We got some stuff in here from tech. We got semiconductors and retail, okay? And then we got some leftovers from last week. If you have TrendSpider, this is about the update on your side. Brent, when you get your TrendSpider going, I'll send you this weekly signals and other watch lists that I have. So when I update mine on the show, yours will be updating at home, all right? It's automatic. It's automatic. I also do that with the daily watch list, all right? The dailies, I do the same thing, all right? Same thing. And it'll update on your side. So this is what we got for this week. Let me get out of this tank. It's hot in the tank. Let me get out of here. All right. Costco. Last one said Costco yearly low. Oh, I got some crap on my face. Get out of here, crap. Costco. I'll look at Costco real quick. Costco yearly low. Yeah. Costco, again, another one. It is just, I'm sure that's just profit taking. Costco's not going anywhere. 212 down on the quarter. Again, if you're a strat warrior, I talked about that on the macro vid. Okay. And it is shooter on the year for, well, we got to wait for it to close, but it is really close to being a shooter on the year for next year. That doesn't mean Costco's done. It doesn't mean they're closing the doors. It means there's profit taking happening. All right, profit taking happening, and then also some selling. The sellers are in control, and we can get, you know, if you like to go long and you want to sit out, that's a good time to now. You know, now's a good time to sit out of Costco. If you're wanting the short things that are going to lows, that's a good time to do that there. Yep, Brent's been listening. I know you listen to JJ. I know you listen to JJ. That's good. JJ also teaches the strat, just like Rob did it. All right, I love it. I was telling JJ he teaches the strat with no additives or preservatives. All right, it's straight strat. I love it. I love it. And for everybody else, go check out thestratsoldier.com. All right, and check out the Strat Starter Kit. You get 2 ebooks on that. With that, you get Zero to Trading. That'll get you going, how to start an account, and then explain things about the stock market even before you start trading. All right, this is general information you need to know before you start. All right, people want to like look at ChatGPT, and well, just get on ChatGPT and tell you how to do it all. But you don't, if you don't know the prompts, you don't know what to ask it, you don't know, and you're going to be getting bad information. All right. You're going to be getting bad information, all right? I saw someone else try to do that with Mr. F2 Rev. They got in the grok and said, well, put down all the, go through all the Mr. F2 Rev's, go through all of his tweets and show me how to trade the strat. Gross. It's gross, all right? Learn the strat for real, all right? Get you Zero to Trading. All right, get your hammer in force. That's one candle formation that'll get you anything that trades, get you into anything that trades, and you'll get a Strat Soldier coffee mug getting sent to your house so you can laugh with me and trade these stocks. If you want everything on the website, check out Combat Load. That gets you everything that you need to do battle in the market. All right, everything. Explains all 3 universal truths. You even get a one-on-one session with me to make sure you're on track. If you bought that Combat Load, all right, and you have not done your one-on-one session, get a hold of me. Send me an email. Let's schedule that thing, all right? Let's schedule that one-on-one. Thank you so much, everybody. Beach Bum, Zay, Brent, congratulations again, Brent. Marlon B, let's see, who else? Dub Jones, and Terry Baker. All right, thank you so much for you guys being in here. This is fun. And then if you're just watching me and not in the chat, come on now, put some stuff in the chat next time. All right. I like to have fun and tell jokes, but I'm not trying to make fun of nobody. All right. Happy holidays, Ryan. Thank you so much. I love that you're here all the time. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift for December 20th. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.